Hi, welcome. We're going to start seated on the floor. So if you want to come down to a comfortable seat, if you want to sit on a cushion, you can. And then we'll just cross the legs, start to sit up tall. You might want to loop the shoulders, feel the neck grow long. Hands are resting in the lap. And then we'll close the eyes. So start by bringing your awareness to your breath. Not trying to change anything to begin with, but just feeling the breath enter in and out through the nose. So just breathing softly here. And feeling the spine, the back of your neck grow long. And you can use your exhale to just soften at the shoulders, feel them grow a little heavier. Soften through the fingertips in your lap. And then we'll very slowly start to deepen the breath. So gently to begin with, think about sending the inhales down towards your stomach. And then we'll start to lengthen out the exhales as well. And we can check this by placing the hand across your stomach. So as you breathe in, just feel the belly rise underneath the palm of your hand. And on the exhale, feel it soften back down. Just carrying on like this for a few moments longer. Starting to calm down the body, breathe a little deeper. Take your other hand, rest it across your chest. So adding on now, we'll inhale to fill the belly with air and then feel the breath rise up to fill the chest. Exhale, the chest softens and then the belly. And again, inhale, the belly rises, followed by the chest. Exhale, the chest softens. And then the belly. So you can imagine a wave or ripple moving through the body. So do a few more rounds like this. Let's do one more. Careful not to create any tension across your chest or shoulders as you breathe in. And after your final round, you can release the hands back into your lap. Keep the eyes closed for just a moment longer. Make sure that you're still sitting up tall. We'll bring the chin towards the chest. You should feel a stretch at the back of the neck. Breathe here. And then bring the left ear over the left shoulder. So you could reach the right fingertips out to the side if you like, and if you need a little bit more, you can rest the left hand on top of the head. One more breath. Bring the chin back towards the chest, and then right ear over right shoulder. Again, maybe resting the right hand on the head to increase it that little bit more. And then you can move between the two sides in your own time, pausing anywhere along the way. If there's any spots that feel a little bit tight, you might want to linger there a bit longer. Eventually lifting the head and opening the eyes. Good, we're just going to uncross the feet. So bring the right foot in front of the left, and then we'll start to reach the fingertips out in front. And we'll walk the fingertips forwards. So you don't want to come anywhere that's uncomfortable, so don't worry about going too far. You might feel a bit of a stretch at your outer right hip. And if this feels good and you can go a bit deeper, come down onto the forearms and we'll all relax the head and neck. So allowing this rounding at the back of the body, rounding at the shoulders, really soft here. Come back to that deep belly breathing that we were just practicing. And use every exhale to soften a little more. Maybe the forehead moves a little closer towards the ground. One more breath. And we'll use the next inhale to lift the gaze. Walk the fingertips over to your left-hand side. Again, you can control how deep you want this stretch. So if you need a bit more, you can carry on walking the fingers. We're looking for a nice stretch down the right-hand side body. Breathing here. One more breath. Good, come through center. Walk the fingertips over to your right. 2 full deep breaths here. 1 more. Great, come back to center. Walk the fingertips in towards the body, and then we'll switch the feet over. Same thing on the other side. So fingertips creep out in front, and then you can relax down onto your forearms, maybe relaxing the head. One more breath. And then we'll inhale to lift the gaze. Walk the fingertips over to your left-hand side. Big stretch, 2 breaths here. Come through center and walk the fingertips over to your right. 2 more breaths. Good, come back to center. Fingers come in towards the body, and we'll cross the legs again now. So big inhale, reach the fingertips either side, really reaching up to the ceiling. Lift up out of the hips, and then exhale, right hand behind the body, left hand to right knee. Next inhale, we're sitting up a little bit taller. And then exhale, you can ease into the twist. Look over your right shoulder. Careful not to push hard into this twist. Keep it soft. Slight activation at the core to help you sit up tall without putting too much weight into that back hand. 1 more breath. And come back to center. Inhale, reaching up. Other side. Exhale, left hand behind the body, right hand to left knee. Again, inhale, sitting up that bit taller. Exhale, ease into the twist. Look over your left shoulder. Couple of breaths here, and you can start to travel that little bit deeper on every exhale. So working with the breath. 1 more. And come back to center. Good, we're going to come to a tabletop position. So hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. Spread the fingers wide. And we'll inhale, letting the belly drop down towards your mat, turning the gaze up towards the ceiling. And then exhale, we're rounding through the back of the body, chin to chest, pressing through all the fingers. And again, inhale, drop the belly, turn the gaze up. Exhale, rounding through. Really push the back towards the ceiling. 1 more of each. Inhale, drop the belly. Exhale, rounding through. Come back to center. Step your hands forward. So we want one big, generous step. Going to start to open up across the chest and shoulders. So sinking the chest down towards your mat, hips are lifting up and back. So you've got 2 options. You can either bring the forehead down to the mat, or you could bring the chin down to your mat. So your choice. Wherever you are, breathing deep. Let every exhale sink you a little closer to your mat. 1 more breath. And the next inhale lifts you back up. Come to tabletop position. Hands under the shoulders, knees under your hips. Start to draw your navel towards the spine. Slight activation there. Press through all the fingers. Tuck the toes under. And we'll come to a downward facing dog. So pedal out through the legs. Bringing one heel down to the mat and then the other. Make sure the neck is long, shoulders are soft and relaxed. Just wiggle the hips from side to side. Oh, working out some clicks. Still breathing down towards your stomach. And we'll stop, find a moment of stillness here. You can keep a generous bend at the knees, that's absolutely fine. One more breath. And we'll take a slow walk up to the top of the mat, so take as many steps as you need. We'll meet in a forward fold. Take a gap at the feet, ragdoll forwards, bend the knees, keeping it really soft and gentle. You can hold on to opposite elbows. Let the head hang loose. And we'll slowly rock from side to side. Spreading the toes down onto your mat so you feel nice and steady and grounded. You can just notice how the weight feels as you move from foot to foot. Should be really nice for the lower back. Come back to stillness, release the arms, chin tucks into the chest, and we'll inhale to roll up through the spine. The head will be the last thing that lifts. Good, now stepping the feet together. Big inhale, reaching up to the ceiling. Exhale, fold forwards. Inhale lifts you halfway, so we'll come to a flat back. And then exhale, hands come down to the mat, and we'll step the left foot back. So lower your left leg. We're coming into this low lunge. We've got the knee over the ankle, and hands will just rest on top of the thigh. Good, breathing here. 2 more breaths for 1 and 2. Take the hands down to the inside of your right foot, and you might want to step the right foot out towards the edge of your mat. And we're working into the hip now, so breathing deep. You could, if this is a little bit intense, you could use a block or a book or something to bring the ground up to you. And equally, if you feel like you need a bit more, come down onto your forearms. We're going to take 3 more cycles of breath here. We're concentrating on lengthening out the exhales for 1, 2, and 3. Come back up onto your hands. And we'll step the foot over to your left hand side. Eventually lowering the leg down, so coming into pigeon. And if this feels intense, we can bring the foot towards the body to decrease the stretch. If it's comfortable to do so, come down onto your forearms and completely relax the head down. Big stretch for the outer right hip. 3 more breaths for 1, 2, and 3. Come back up onto your hands. Tuck the back toes under. We'll meet in a downward facing dog, and we'll do that same little sequence on the other side. So inhale, left foot steps forwards, lower the right leg. Coming up into your lunge, hands can rest on the thigh. Breathing here, grow tall through your spine, relax the shoulders on the exhale. 3 more breaths for 1, 2, 3. Hands come down to the inside of your left foot, and you can step the left foot out to the side by a couple of steps. Coming into your lizards, if you want to get a bit deeper, coming down onto the forearms. Breathing here for 1, 2, and 3. Come back up onto your hands if you need to. And we're stepping the left foot over to the right hand side of the mats. And then lowering the leg down into pigeon. Feel free to adjust the foot, either moving it towards the body or away. And if you like, you can come down onto your forearms. 3 breaths here. In and out through the nose for 1, 2, and 3. Good. Come up onto your hands. Weight onto the left hand side as we swing the right leg around. And we're going to meet down on our backs. Good. We'll take the shins parallel to the ceiling. The arms out to your sides, palms face down. And we'll slowly lower the legs to your right hand side. Turn your gaze over your left shoulder. So coming into a really gentle supine twist here. Close the eyes. We're coming to the end of the practice. So you can soften through the fingers, your shoulders. With every exhale, let the knees grow a little heavier and feel the shoulder blades moving towards the ground. Still breathing down towards the stomach. 2 more breaths for 1 and 2. Very slowly come back to center and lower to the other side. So legs over to your left, head turns over the right shoulder. Breathing here. See if you can soften at your jaw. Soften all the muscles in the face. One more breath. Use the next inhale to lift the legs through center, and then we'll extend the legs out long. So we're coming to our final posture, Shavasana. So take a moment to get comfy. If you want to put a cushion under your head, you can. Give yourself lots of space between your arms and legs. You can either have the palms turned up towards the ceiling or palms face down if you need a more grounding end to your practice. If you haven't already, close the eyes. Take your attention back to the breath. Feel the belly rise and fall with your inhales and exhales. And allow the whole body to grow heavier on the exhale. Feel the feet fall to the sides. Feel the back of the head rest heavy into the mat. Giving yourself this time to really slow down, for the whole body to be still. So you can stay here for as long as you like. This will be where we finish. So thank you very much for joining me, and namaste.